Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be doing a reactions video. It's something I've never done on this channel before. That being said, if you guys haven't yet, please consider smashing that like button for the channel and also subscribe for more videos like this coming in soon. So I felt like it would be a good idea to react to some of the Doordash tips videos because as someone who makes those videos myself, and I have some of probably the most popular ones on the internet, I kind of want to give my feedback on some of the other more popular videos on the internet about the same types of things. And if you guys watch my channel, you know that I'm more into like investing into multiple areas and diversifying your income as much as possible. I've said that so many times, and someone even commented the other day that my channel should be diversified incomes. So that being said, you know that I'm not like a full-time dasher, and I'm not someone who's going to dash or give advice to dash full-time. But I'm going to be someone who says, like, do as many things as you can while you're dashing. And, you know, try to fill that time with as much informational stuff as possible. Like, I'm driving around, listening to audiobooks. I'm also working. I have 3 businesses that I run. So I'm trying to do as many things as possible. So that being said, I'm going to click on one of these videos. And let's just scroll through and see which ones we have. So, first off, the first video that pops up when I type in Doordash tips is me. So, shout out YouTube algorithm. I don't know if that's because they know that I'm watching it from my own channel, or I think it's probably just the SEO. But anyway, so let's scroll down here, and we got a video by, it says Matthew Huo. I think that's how you say your name, Matthew Huo. So I'm gonna click on this one. I think it looks pretty interesting. Let's definitely check out this video. $36 an hour. I don't know about that. Let's dive into this video. My initial reaction is, guys, if you're a dasher, you know you're not making $36 an hour. You might make it sometimes, probably during like the busy times, but you're not making $36 an hour. Average at least. You know, I've made $50 an hour sometimes, but it's not very often that you make that much money. It's usually around, I would say, like 15 to 20. So let's get this video started.
Check out all that action. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Matthew, and I put my time and money on the line so that you don't have to. Trying new ways to make, manage, and grow your money. Today, we're gonna be doing some door dashing. I've been door dashing for about a year now, I would say, on and off. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you guys exactly 5 tips on how I became a more efficient door dasher and how I was able to average about $18 to up to $25 an hour door dashing. Every one of these tips is gonna be crucial. Some of them are more basic, but other ones are more advanced. So make sure you watch this entire video if you're interested in making up to $25 an hour just driving around.
Okay, wait. So first off, just want to point out, he says make up to $25 an hour. So I got clickbaited already. I mean, I think we all got clickbaited. We get clickbaited all the time, but he already says up to $25 an hour. So this is probably not gonna, I don't know, he's not gonna say that he makes $36 every hour. I'm sure, like, you would be lying if you did, you know.
So if you don't already know, DoorDash is a service where you act as a food runner between the restaurant and the customer, and you get paid for that. When there's times of high demand, like right now, especially with quarantine and everything, DoorDash will actually pay you a bonus. So that's what we're hoping to capitalize on today, and at the same time, like before, help out some small businesses. Now, I won't be recording my actual delivery of the food because, you know, if I saw my DoorDasher walking up to me with a camera in his hand pointing at me, I'd be...
Okay, yeah. So just throwing it out there, there's been some times where I'm driving up with my camera on my dash and the customer is just waiting outside and I'm like, oh crap, like hide the camera real quick because that is kind of weird. Your dasher's like filming his dash. It's something you don't really talk about or like tell people about until it's on YouTube, you know?
Getting some weird vibes, and we're all about that 5-star service. But I will be showing you guys all the orders I get. I'll be showing you my subtotal at the end of this video, how much money I end up making today. So this is actually what the interface looks like. As you can see, we have a ton of bonuses going on right now. I'm currently right here with the $650 bonus. Not a ton of action, but that's actually one of my first tips, how to get more action.
What?
So...
Okay, I was gonna say the same thing. How to get more action, huh?
No, not that action, but first tip coming up soon. All right, so I'm feeling kind of generous right now. I'm just gonna give you guys what I think is my #1.
Okay, so I think this guy, I'm not sure if that was Southern California or North California, but just throwing this out there, no, it really depends on where you live. You know, if you are living in like North California, South California, New York, one of these places that's really expensive to live, it's going to cost more to live, you know? So it's going to, like, you're typically going to make more money than in Vegas because you're not going to make as much as a DoorDash driver in Vegas as you are in California. I think that's pretty statistical, you know? Like, it's like it costs more to live there, so you need to make more, you know? So it wouldn't really make sense if Dashers in Vegas were making as much as they were in California. So just throw it out there. If you guys live in a cheaper area to live, like I live in Vegas, it's probably not going to, you're not going to make as much money, you know?
Tip on how to DoorDash more efficiently and get more money per hour from DoorDash. That is, go to hotspots before you start your dash. So don't start dash from your house. You know that little button? Don't click that when you're in your driveway. Go to a hotspot, meaning go to a place where there's a lot of restaurants around and you know a lot of them are on DoorDash. Right now, I'm in a place called Town and Country by my house. Hey guys, this is Matthew from behind the screen. I just wanted to jump in when I was editing this video and clarify a couple things because I was shooting this on the fly. So first, hotspots. So on DoorDash, there are actually icons for hotspots, but that's not what I mean. What I mean here is go to places like strip malls or a cluster of restaurants like Town and Country that you know are on DoorDash. They might not necessarily show up as a hotspot on DoorDash, but you know that there's a lot of orders there.
That's actually exactly what I was going to say when he said go to hotspots. So this guy actually seems like he's really on it, because that's exactly what I was going to say. I was like, you don't drive to the hotspots because typically that's like whichever restaurant has the most orders coming in. But that could be like let's say Chick-fil-A is like off into the middle of nowhere. You don't want to drive to that Chick-fil-A because you only have one, like that's, you know, you don't have very many diversified opportunities if there's only one restaurant out there. You actually want to go to like strip malls and that kind of stuff. Exactly what I was going to say. He followed up with it and clarified though. So far this video is actually pretty good. I gotta be honest.
There's a lot of little restaurants here that I have received orders on DoorDash from, and this dramatically increases your chances at getting even a double or triple order. By using this technique, I've gotten several double orders from this.
Alright, so I'm actually starting to like this video actually. Very good point, and that's something that I say in all my videos. Yeah, go to the strip malls because you can get double and triple orders, you know? Do people actually get triple orders though? Because I don't think I've ever received a triple order in my life. Maybe you get them in California, maybe not.
Place, Town and Country, and I've gotten a couple triple orders, and those orders maybe got me $50 by delivering to 3 places within like 40 minutes, you know? So that's over $1 a minute if you think about it. That's pretty crazy. All right, so it's only been a couple minutes and we already got our first order.
Okay, so yeah, he says he's gotten a few triple orders. I personally have never had a single triple order, but again, maybe in Vegas it's different. I'm actually from Southern California, so maybe I want to try dashing there a little bit more next time I go back and visit.
Order from Mayfield Bakery, and that's a $17 order. All right, guys, like I said, we actually just got a second order added to our route about 2 seconds ago. So this is a double order because we're in a hotspot. That's another $17 on the order. Just picked up the order from Mayfield Bakery. That's that yellow bag right there. And this is our second delivery right here, both from the same place in Town and Country. Alright, so we just got done with the Mayfield Bakery delivery. It got us $18.50 in total. That one was a little bit of a challenging delivery because it was in an apartment complex. And there's like, it's actually a huge complex. So this is another teaching moment. Make sure you always read the delivery instructions that I found on the DoorDash app. They often leave you good instructions on where to find them.
Okay, so he's definitely going to make $36 in basically like 2 orders because he just made $18 on the first order. That's something pretty rare, but just throwing this out there, if you guys want to check out your tips before you have to actually like finish the completion, you can download the Para app. Check that out in the link down below. Para app is full tip transparency, and it's going to tell you the tip before you even have to accept the order. That way you know what you're getting yourself into. I'm not sure if DoorDash was hiding tips back when you made this video, but DoorDash is hiding tips now, and you won't see those good orders anymore like you used to.
How to find them, especially if they know that they live in a place that's kind of hard to find. So another tip is always enter the address manually into Google Maps. A lot of times I actually use the directions button from Doordash and it takes me to the wrong place. Okay, so what I'm talking about here is one time I was supposed to get Japanese food from one city, and instead when I pressed the directions of Doordash, it took me to a Goodwill center in a completely different city, and that trip cost me about 30 minutes. So make sure you guys are always going to the right place.
I would kind of agree. That's only probably happened to me like one time ever before, maybe 2 times. A lot of times it's mostly on the customer address, like they type it in incorrectly or something like that. Yeah, you know, I would probably agree though. I just don't think it's worth my time to go and type out every single address individually, you know? I would just probably double check to make sure that the address, like, because when you type in directions, it's going to pop up on your maps and you're going to go there anyway. So just make sure that the address you're going to is the one that's listed actually on the address on Doordash apps.
Don't care too much about the time. Doordash will give you a time where it says expected delivery. And you might be wondering, what happened to that 5-star service? Well, sometimes, who cares, you know?
Sometimes, who cares? Okay, so I just gotta throw that out there. That was hilarious, actually. Yeah, you have to throw out that 5-star delivery status because, yeah, it doesn't really matter. Like, the only ratings that really matter is your it's not your acceptance rate. Your completion rate matters, and your customer rating. On time or early, and your acceptance rate don't really matter. I mean, they probably matter to which like orders you're getting and stuff, but they don't really matter. So yeah, don't worry about your like on time rate because most of the time it's out of your hands.
But my actual reason is that DoorDash, at least to my knowledge, doesn't actually affect your ratings as a dasher based on your tardiness, I guess, for lack of a better word. I've been tardy and I've been late to a couple deliveries, but to no fault of my own. So if you're running late to an order, but it's not your fault, don't worry, okay? Don't speed. Don't try and say you're there when you're not there. I actually have a story about that. I'll tell you about it right now, actually. So this is my very first delivery.
Okay, I feel like he's going to tell you a similar story that I'm about to tell you. Because I actually used to, when I first started, I was so worried about my completion or my on-time rate that I would select arrived before I would even arrive. Like sometimes I would like try to memorize the apartment complex number. So that way I could like say that I was there. That way I wouldn't have like a late delivery because I was so worried about having late deliveries. And it really screwed me over. I think 2 times it really screwed me over because I forgot which apartment I was going to in the middle of the delivery. And I had to call customer service and be like, hey, I actually didn't complete that yet. Can you tell me which apartment it's going to? Anyways, I feel like he's probably got a similar story. Comment down below. Does that ever happen to you guys, or were you guys ever in that boat where you're so worried about your on-time rate that you would complete them early?
With DoorDash, I was super excited, and I personally am someone who always likes to be on time or early. And on my first delivery, the restaurant was really slow to get me the food, but it said you had to deliver by like 6:53 or something like that. And so I was driving, so worried, checking the time. Google Maps said I would get there at 6:54. And so I'm driving. I don't know where this place is yet. I just know the address. I pull up to the address. I'm like, okay, I'm here. It's 6:51. I just made it in time. So I slide, I've arrived. And then I want to make the delivery on time. So I slide, it has been delivered. Because I'm like, okay, I'm here. I can just walk in and deliver the food. And then DoorDash will not be any wiser. Well, I definitely learned my lesson because I pulled up to a pretty big apartment complex like the one you just saw in this video.
Oh my God.
And I had no idea where to go because the instructions disappear once you say you've made the delivery. So I went knocking on it. Must have knocked on 20 different doors, just knocking with the bag of food in my hand like, hi, do you know where 11C is? Or something like that. And nobody knew because it was such a big place.
He actually went knocking on the doors? Why wouldn't you just call customer service and ask them for your last order's address again? This guy seems like a pretty smart guy, but How did he not figure out the customer service option?
So eventually, by a stroke of luck, I guess, after knocking on so many strangers' doors and probably interrupting their dinners, someone knew where the apartment I was looking for was. But moral of the story, don't stress out too much about the time. That actually leads me to another tip to give you guys. Because a lot of the time it's not your fault for being late, get to know which restaurants are fast and which ones are slow. Not only will this improve your efficiency on your runs so you're not stuck waiting at a restaurant, but it'll also improve your ratings as a dasher because you're less likely to have a late delivery. Even if it's not your fault, the customer might blame you for it. And finally, it'll just make you less stressed if you're someone like me who had a really hard time letting go of following that timestamp that Doordash gives you. All right, now let's cover that last delivery.
Yeah, that's very true, actually. Once you've done enough orders, you know which restaurants are on time and which ones are late. Like, personally for me, like the smaller Chinese restaurants, they're almost always late. And I hope that doesn't sound racist or anything, but those just small, like, family-run Chinese restaurants always seem to be late for me. I hope that's not racist, but yeah. Anyways, let's continue.
Alright guys, so there we go. We just finished, oh don't worry, I took my mask off when I got back in the car, but we just finished our second delivery and we got a grand total of $36.25 in 0.9 hours of working. So if you break that down, it's actually not bad at all, you know? If you put it into perspective, minimum wage, at least in California, is about...
Okay, so yeah, he only did 2 deliveries and it was a double order, which, when you actually think about it, 0.9 hours, that's a really long time for just 2, or I guess he probably was waiting around for a little bit before he got those orders, but yeah, that would take, that's kind of a long time. Yeah, I don't know. Let's continue.
$11, I think, statewide, and $36.25 in just under an hour is over triple the minimum wage, and all I did was send 2 deliveries to 2 people in apartments. And honestly, it's not a bad gig. So really quick, I'm just gonna go over a couple more tips for you guys. So another tip I want to share with you guys is if you're running on a bonus, meaning you're getting a bonus for every delivery like I did today, sometimes it'll say you'll only receive the bonus if you complete 80% of the orders during your dash. You want to make sure that you end your dash after every single delivery, immediately, as fast as you can, and then just start a new one right away. This way...
That's a very valid point that I feel like I've forgotten to leave in a lot of my tips videos, is yeah, if you have to have like 80% of your orders completed and you go and you get one order, like right as soon as you complete that order, and then there's like a $3 for 11-mile order that comes up and you're like, no way, Jose, I am not doing that order. But you decline it, you don't get that bonus. It hurts, you know? So if there is some kind of bonus like this, you got to take the risk of not being able to sign back in by ending your dash after every single order. I haven't really paid attention to the bonuses too much lately when I've been dashing, and I'm not sure if you still have to do that because this video is probably around a year old or so. This video is actually a year old, so I'm not sure if it's still like that or not, but yeah, end your dash right away if there is that like 80% rate or something.
By ending your dash, you've technically completed 100% of your deliveries for that dash, so you're guaranteed that bonus at the end. But if you don't end your dash and you get a dash that's really far away, super inconvenient, then you kind of have to accept it unless you want to accept 3 other dashes to make up for that 80%.
And that's free quick maths.
Finally, tip number 7 here, guys, the last tip. Be selective with when you go dashing. As you can see in this video, I went out when there was a big $6.50 bonus on every delivery. So that's huge. If there's not a decent bonus or if it's not that busy, don't go dashing. Spend your time somewhere else. The way I look at it, you should always value your time as at least worth minimum wage. So if you're not going to make minimum wage door dashing, spend your time learning something else, doing something else that is more worth your time. So I think that's pretty much a wrap from me, guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Always stay on that hustle. There are tons of ways for you guys to make money. I only did 2 deliveries today because one, I just wanted to show you guys, it's possible to make $36 an hour for something very simple. But I also stopped because, it's getting late, deliveries are down, it's not super busy, but also because, things were getting kind of sketched with, interactions with people, and I just, the introvert inside me and, the anti-virus part of me just didn't really want to keep going. So I'm going to head back home, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to start door dashing and become a dasher, I've left a link in the description below, so make sure you go check that out. Super easy, super quick, and you get one of these cool bags in the mail. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Stay on the hustle, stay on the grind, keep diversifying those income streams and generating more of them. Until the next one, guys. Peace. You guys really thought I was going to let you leave without a quote of the day.
Okay, just want to say I actually really like this guy's channel, and I am always talking about diversifying your income streams. I personally have like 7 of them, and someone even commented the other day saying that I should turn my call my channel Diversified Income. So this is kind of funny because I thought I wasn't gonna like this video at first, but I actually really like this video. So I guess let me know in the comments down below, which videos should I comment or should I react to in the future? Is there any videos you guys think that I won't like? Personally, I don't really watch a lot of DoorDash tips videos or anything. I watch more of business videos and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I actually really like this video. I'm going to watch the last 50 seconds or so, but I'm probably going to subscribe to this guy's channel.
Funny. So funny. The quote of the day. Things may come to those who wait, but only the things left by those who hustle. Surprisingly, that is actually from Abe Lincoln, our former president. I was kind of shocked to hear he would use that vocabulary. I didn't know hustle was a term then, but it was on Forbes, so. Alright, peace.
Okay, I actually really like that guy. He's pretty funny. So yeah, that's definitely a lot of good information for sure in there. And fun fact, I'm actually related to Abe Lincoln somehow, some long lost cousin or something like that, But yeah, anyway, so if you guys enjoy these videos at all, consider liking this video and subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.